Hello, thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators. My name is Nehru, and we're going to go ahead and get into another investigation reading. Investigators, FBI, DEA, CIA, and other government agencies, police officers, sheriffs, deputies, private investigators that have their own firm, and or solo artist. All right, welcome in. This one is not going to be a long reading. It is in Malaysia. It is nearing sunrise, probably. I have not been asleep yet. It is 3:04 in the morning. Okay. All right, 3:04. Okay. You could be a master, or you could be a life path 7. Okay. Investigators. Again, thank you so much and welcome in new subscribers. We have the moon card out right away. We have the moon card out right away. Okay. So something that is hidden, that you are not seeing, investigators, or you are not seeing, collective. We have the Emperor in reverse. Okay. We have the Lovers in reverse. Okay. So there was collective. There was something about a love relationship that was hidden to you. Okay. Something that was hidden to you. Okay. They could have been married or in a committed relationship when you met them. Investigators, you could find that someone is a bigamist. Okay. And that is illegal in the United States. I'm certain. I don't know if it's illegal in all states. I know in Utah, Mormons can have more than one wife, I believe. I don't know. Is bigamy illegal in all 50 states? Yes, bigamy is illegal in all 50 states and is a criminal offense in the United States. While a second marriage may not be legally valid, a person practicing bigamy could face criminal charges, including imprisonment and fines. Okay? So, bigamy. Okay? Investigators, you could be looking at someone who you find out has a marriage license in one state, and then another state, and then another state, and then another state. Okay? All right? But in the upright, let me show you this as well. In the upright, we have the Empress and the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Okay? So there's a replacement. And this is for the collective. Again, investigators, could be for your journey as well, because you have personal love lives and that. Okay? So these are in the upright. Okay? So there's something about a new union coming in here. A masculine energy and a feminine energy. And these are divine energies here, these two beings here. Okay? A King of Pentacles, okay, is someone who is a master manifester of natural things. That is a King of Pentacles. Okay, it could be a man or a woman. Okay, even though there's a male on this card. Okay, same thing with the Empress. Okay, it could be a divine masculine that's a female or a male, or a divine masculine that's a female or a male. Okay, but here, confirmation with that click. Here, it's represented by a female, and then we have the Two of Cups. Okay, coming together. All right. We will take these and we'll place them within the within the stack of messages, names and places and locations and all of that. And we will see what comes out. Again, this is not going to be a very long reading. The earlier reading today, I was quite fired up at that time in regards to the Marissa Grimes case. And my position hasn't changed on any of that. Okay. Thank you so much for everyone who comments and adds their insights and that sort of thing and the comments and the videos. Thank you so much. Someone's name could be Deborah, or someone could be Italian, okay? All right, or from Italy, or, okay. Italy could also be a formal name. All right, so let's go ahead and get these messages here. All right, so with the Ten of Swords, okay? Again, that was the false person. They could be imprisoned at this time. And this could be a spiritual prison, meaning their ancestors no longer speak to them. They no longer get downloads. All of their clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, everything shut off. Okay? This could be Maurice. Okay? I don't know why I just got Jenkins, Maurice Jenkins. Atlanta on the other side of the Ten of Swords. Okay? So Maurice could be in Atlanta, or someone who's dealing with Maurice is in Atlanta. Used investigators, I'm going to show you this message, but I'm going to read it. Used kids to set up fake social media accounts. Investigators. You could find this out. And, well, someone in this energy will find this out, investigators. Okay? Someone used kids, their kids or someone else's kids, someone under the age of 18, to set up fake accounts and stalk the collective online. Okay. We have the love card, or the lovers, I should say. Okay. So again, we have disappearance energy. They could have disappeared on purpose, or there's someone who disappeared and the truth is now about to be revealed about what actually happened to them, like Natalie Holloway, years after they went missing. Cold case energy. We have the names Noah, Neelan, and Neek. Okay, could be something about Mo, Neek. Let me look up that comedian and actress's information. She played Miss Parker on, I forget the show. Comedian and actress Monique. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so she's a Sagittarius, all right, 12/11/57 years old. Not born in 57, she was born in 67. Okay, the Parkers, that was the name of the show. Okay, the Parkers. Okay, her full name is Monique Angela Hicks. We often see the name Hicks out here in the readings, investigators. Okay, so, okay, again, this came out in reverse. Okay, so this could resonate for her, of course, whatever her journey is at this time. Okay, let's get a couple of details about her location and all that sort of thing, birthplace. Okay, so she was born in Maryland, Woodlawn specifically. Again, she's 57. Okay, so her legal name, her father is Stephen Imes Jr., and Alice Imes is her mother. Graduated from Broadcasting Institute of Maryland, Morgan State College. Her name, I'm guessing this is her legal name. I don't know, or another name. Mayelle K. Myellekaye. Okay, I will show that to you. Spouses. Calvin Hopkins. Mark Jackson. Okay, Mark Jackson doesn't have Calvin Hopkins' years. So Mark Jackson, 97, 2001, those years could be significant for any of your cases currently, investigators. And currently married to Sydney Hicks. The name's Sydney. Okay, Sydney, Australia, Sydney Portier. Okay, children, she has 4. Okay, they do not list their names. Okay. But yeah, Monique. From the Parkers, Precious, the Deliverance. Okay. Oprah's name often comes out here, and I know that they are kind of arch nemesis. I don't keep up with social media, but I do know that much. Okay. So there is that being this time on this planet. That's what she looks like. Okay. Look at this. So someone's pretending to be something that they are not. Someone could be pretending to be a police officer. Okay. The names Jackson, Phoenix, and Dakota could be locations. South Dakota, North Dakota, Dakota Fanning. Ooh, Dakota Fanning, dog bark, Dakota Fanning. Dakota Fanning, again, pay attention to all of the indicators around you. Dakota Fanning. You know what I remember? The only thing I ever remember her on is Matilda. That is the only thing I ever remember her playing on. But she's been on other things. Man on Fire. She was on Man on Fire with Denzel Washington, which I do believe, which I do remember. That was around the same time. Okay. So, Dakota Fanning. Full name, Hannah Dakota Fanning. Okay. Conyers, Georgia. Her birth date this lifetime is 2/23/94. Okay, she is currently 31. New York University. New York University is very popular. Very, for what I've seen from these celebrities, a lot of them go to New York University. Relatives. Ellie Fanning, Rick Arrington, and Jill Arrington. Okay. Hannah Dakota Fanning. Okay. Take note of the birth date, investigators, and the age. Okay. You could be looking at someone who was 31. Also, 31 is the number of new birth. Okay. 13 is the number of death. That is not a bad thing. Death is not a bad thing. Okay. Someone is looking at a colossal mistake they made. That is on the Emperor that came out in reverse. Again, investigators, this could represent someone who is a bigamist. Okay. Man or woman. Again, polyamorous or polygamist. Okay. All in the same category. I saw something today about Salem. What was it? It wasn't Salem witch trials. It wasn't Salem, North Carolina. I saw something about Salem recently. And someone's stepmother is an Eastern Star and a witch. Okay, a demonic karmic witch. Okay, someone's stepmother. All right. On the moon, revealing block them if you haven't already. Okay. Collective, this is for the collective, and investigators, you need to interview people, right? If they're stalking you online or harassing you, you might need to, and people are bold enough to harass law enforcement. They are. Okay. Again, we have someone who's in charge. Okay. That might be the individual who needs to be blocked, or they need to block someone. They might need to stop someone from coming into the school. Child predator, anything. Okay? Stop them from coming into the school or onto the school property, parking outside the school. Suspicious activity. Pay attention to your surroundings, collective. Okay? We have Polk County. There could be something about Grady Judd, the sheriff there, who's going to be coming on and making some type of announcement or another announcement, or he has. Okay? In the last 24 hours, Polk County. Okay? That is on, like I said, that is on the moon, revealing tantric sex. Okay? Tantric sex always reminds me of Demolition Man. Someone's name could be Jonathan, Johnny, John, Jonathan. Yeah. Okay. Tantric sex always reminds me of Demolition Man. Sandra Bullock, Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes. Also, I'm being guided to look up Michael J. Fox's information. Let's look up Michael J. Fox's information real quick, investigators, for synchronicity. Okay. On the Two of Cups, for two beings coming together, a union of some sort. Again, this could be a soulmate, business partner. It doesn't have to be love, romantically. Okay. Hopefully you love the individuals that you go into business with and you work on projects with, but it doesn't have to be romantic. Okay. All right. We have the Jamie Foxx is a starseed card. Okay. Jamie Foxx. I just mentioned Fox, Michael J. Fox, so that's definitely, I looked down, that's definitely a confirmation. I didn't see this card before I said that. Michael J. Fox. I know he suffers from Parkinson's, or not suffers. His life's journey this time around is dealing with Parkinson's. That's part of his journey. Okay. In the first reading, I think we mentioned Andrew, Drew, Andre. Okay, his full name is Michael Andrew Fox, born 7/9/61. Okay. There's a 789. Okay. Or no. Yeah, no. July would be 789. I apologize. So Michael J. Fox. Okay. So he changed the A to a J. Okay. In his professional career. Okay. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Okay. We've been getting Albert. We've been getting Canada. Okay. He became a U.S. citizen officially in 2000. His spouse is Tracy Poland, and they've been together since 1988. Investigators, you could be looking at someone who was born in 1988, suspect or victim. Also, one of these individuals could have been birthed in 1998, or 1988. I said 1998. So 1998, significant. 1988, okay? Who's a part of your investigation. But this also for the collective, this could be you or the individual who's coming towards you could have been born this lifetime in 1988. Who do I know who was born in 1988? Casey Musgraves, the country singer. I kind of think she's more like a folk singer. Casey Musgraves. She does have the opportunity to be a star seed in the high vibrational way, but there are things that she needs to get together in her life. And I only know that just because I followed her for a while, some time back. Okay? Casey Musgraves. Okay? But yeah, Michael J. Fox. Okay. Marty McFly, Back to the Future. Okay. Family Ties. Wait, did I get that wrong the other day when I said Kirk Cameron was a part of Family? Did I get that incorrect? I might have gotten that wrong. But yeah, Michael J. Fox. Okay. Okay. Let me hold it like this. Michael J. Fox. All right. Casey Musgraves. Oh, we have two cards in one. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles. I didn't even know the Wheel of Fortune card was even in there. Okay, yep, 1988. Okay, so Casey Musgraves, 37, birth 8/21/88. Casey Lee, Lee Musgraves. All right. While we're waiting on the internet to get itself together. on both of these, okay, so Wheel of Fortune represents fate. Okay, this represents something. If you stay the course, you will figure it out. Investigators, if you stay the course, collective, this promise will come to you of love, of business, of prosperity in some sort of way, of happiness, of joy. Okay, it will come to you. This is a fated union, destiny, partnership, whatever it happens to be. It's fated. Okay, again, that came out with the King of Pentacles. One side of that is a demonic spouse. Okay, I do believe that goes with the cards that came out upside down originally. And we have Fred. Okay, so Fred. Okay, there's something about a grandmother. Okay, so whoever that grandmother is, yeah, okay. Wine and chill, okay. You could be doing that as you're watching this, okay. All right. I used to be a big red wine drinker, specifically Malbecs. I really like deep, robust red wines. I used to. And yeah, Malbecs, Malbec was my robust wine of choice. Okay, on the Empress. Okay, the Empress. Okay, all right, Empress. Confirmation. Nor. Okay, so Norris, Norma, Nora. Okay, the first part, the prefix of that name means light, like north. Okay, that's what that message says there. So investigators, are you working with or dealing with a Norma or Nora? Something's not normal. Okay, you could be looking at your investigation evidence and saying this isn't normal. It's not normal to do witchcraft on someone, to steal their property, to steal their money, to try to destiny swap with them. This is not a normal case. You could be saying this is not a normal case. Okay. And that is, let me, yeah, okay. So we'll finish up with this. Okay. So Casey Lee Musgraves, KLM initials, however it goes for you collective and investigators. Okay. Could be something about milk, MLK, or MK Ultra. Some of us are victims. Born 8/21/88. Okay. Sulphur Springs, Texas. Texas comes out all the time because Texas is a big and busy place. Okay. Spouses. She was married from 2017 to 2020 to Rustin Kelly. Okay. She might claim Mineola, Texas as her home today. She might. Okay. But this is Casey Musgraves. This is this being this lifetime around. Okay. So go ahead and, as usual, just get a couple more tarot to close it out. Again, it is 328 currently. 328 is 999, or no, 327 is 999, just so that you think in those terms, investigators. Card flipped out on bear market, card flipped out on to my stomach here, and it looks like it is the 7 of Cups, which is for options. Yeah, okay, so options, okay? So collective, okay? This could be more for you, investigators. You could be standing there considering all of your evidence. But collective, options. Options in love, options where you want to live, options to keep the property that they stole from you, or sell it, or rent it out, or renovate it, or knock it down and build something else, whatever that is, okay? And then we have that flipped over onto the bear market message card. Okay. We have the King of Cups. Okay. All right. So we have choices with this King of Cups here. Okay, what I'm getting is this needs to be an intuitive choice. There we go. This needs to be an intuitive choice. Okay? Collective, I think this is more for you, perhaps. But again, investigators, you have personal lives too. An intuitive choice as to which one of these bowls, sepulchers I'm getting, which one of whatever's you're going to pick. Okay? It needs to be an intuitive choice, a mature choice. That's what this represents here. Okay? Someone who's highly intuitive, mature, use their intuition when it comes to making their choices in their life. All right? Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. My name is Nehru. This is the Intuitive or the Real Psychic Investigations. I don't know, I was hooked on the word intuitive for a moment. This channel was created to help investigators around the world solve the crimes and put away the karmics that allow themselves to get possessed by demonic entities that come to steal, kill, and destroy. This channel was also created because we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against the principalities and powers of wickedness that invite themselves into our house, into our bodies, into our friends, families, lovers, kids, etc. Thank you so much, and tune in again soon.